Hi everyone, and welcome to week 13 of the ABCs of Contentment. Can you believe how time has flown by? We're on week 13 already. We'll be at the end of the alphabet before you know it. And then I'll have to come up with a new series. Anyway, today's letter is M, and M stands for masterpiece. We're actually going to talk about two words, masterpiece and potter, because it takes a potter to create a masterpiece. So that means we're going to talk about two verses. The first verse is Ephesians 2:10, where it says, "For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so that we can do the good things He planned for us long ago." That's the first verse. And the second verse has become a favorite of mine over the years. It's Romans 9:20 and 21, where it says, "Who are you, a human being, to talk back to God? Shall what is formed say to the one who formed it, 'Why did you make me like this?'" Good question. Does not the potter have the right to make out of the same lump of clay some pottery for special purposes and some for common use? Since we're talking about masterpiece, here's two masterpieces I've made. The one I'm holding is wheelchair tracks made with my power wheelchair. When I went to family retreat, Johnny and Finn's family retreat in 2012, there was a guy there by the name of Tommy Holstein, and he was a wheelchair artist, and he taught us how to make art with our wheelchair. And the second painting my friend Jessica is holding, that's me out of my wheelchair going into heaven. That's what, when I have my new body, that's what's going to happen someday. But that day is not today, and that's okay. I have plenty of work to do down here. Just like the verse in Romans says, I have a purpose here. A special purpose. Anyone that knows me really well knows that I like the Hallmark store. I go in there and I love all the little trinkets. Especially at this time of year when they have the ornaments out already. I love looking at them. Sometimes I look at the shelf and I go, oh boy, I wish I could do stuff like that. If I could do that kind of stuff, I wouldn't be at the computer so much. Maybe that's true, but then I wouldn't be writing all these great stories, and I wouldn't be sharing the gospel with you in the same way, because I wouldn't have endured the hardships I've endured. We live in a world where people and me are pushing the perfect image. Skinny legs, perfect hair, you get the idea. But you know what my idea of perfect is? My idea of perfect would be me being able to dress myself. My idea of perfect would be me being able to walk on my own without my walker. But again, there's a purpose for me needing help with the simple things in life. I think it keeps me humble, and it keeps me having to lean on the Lord more, just like my special needs friends. I've never actually said it out loud, but in frustration, I've thought, Lord, why did you make me like this? Especially when me and my friend Jessica made vases when I was learning how to play with Play-Doh, and do a lesson for my Awana kids on how becoming a Christian is like becoming a vase. That was fun, but at times that could be frustrating. Sometimes she would tell me, breathe, and you'll get to see the vases later on when we talk about how the letter V is for vase, and I share the gospel. So, how about you? Are you are you going are you going are you going to are you going to are you going to let are you going to let the Lord use you and become that beautiful masterpiece that the potter wants you to be? Because let me tell you, I've seen it in my own lifetime. The Lord does beautiful work. Lord, please help me and my friends to focus on your purpose for our lives. Help us to use our hardships and say, how can I use this to glorify God, my Creator? As we're being crafted by you, the Master Potter, day by day. Take me, mold me, use me, fill me. I give my life to the potter's hand. Call me, guide me, lead me, walk beside me. I give my life to the potter's hand. Will you give your life to the potter's hand? I hope you will. Well, that's it for the letter M, everyone. And I'll see you next week when we talk about the letter N for new. And we're going to talk about how the Master Potter, when we accept the Lord into our lives, the Master Potter helps us become a new creation. See you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.